Kabomo in a junior high school. You triple punina, and Shishin, and it's about science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Anyone in the area, as I say, Wubano F. Jumedi. Now, when you're entertaining him, dear papa. Same part of prelims in our shots here. Team don't and what the Western and the Central regions. I don't pay nobody and come and enjoying it on the school. And make up and checking in our difference. And what Kessben TV show. I don't pay you pay without pay. Get a good start for your work. Baby Kwame Appiah Kubi Juma way Emra na mini Ora Daniel Nyame eni enkomo na wono eye coordinator at the Eastern Regional Small Scale Miners Association no na anope mini no eni enkomo esanse galamsey ni ko no yeguso akoyenim na reasonable minds said ya mekane da bia no wo mu a ehu ensunsuanso a the illegal aspect of our mining sector no ewo your environment so no womu nyina no efrasia womo kasa but luckily enough no the small scale miners no so efrasia womo kasa Daniel Nyame what good morning that's saying
good morning Nyame adom I was the way na also
erade adom me ho ye pa na twedi amponso de yenkwa ache yen na enti ya yenya ne sese no monso mo efrasia mo to China for no esosa se ene womo abo my Ghana mu esei munyuma na amade ekoso nti Ghana fo nyina no ede niema ni nyina no ede afra mami ntie mu na yeni nkomo ede apote ana mode moni asiso amu yesesei
me me da say I say in the memo I say the ekoso a TSO in the labor unions mina call it ye matuta ban ewo small scale mining so na epipi na me say yenya enchimu kakra because Ghana no akwa say obi yente mining sector na say especially small scale no ye ka galamsey obi afi say mining dia galamsey small scale is different from galamsey is totally illegal yes so Ghana and we think I you know yes you say yejuma is under attack and we think ye ba ya so betimi agi yejuma si wo no and na yes ye ya bo aban yetimi agi yejuma si wo and no say the can say ye forest I say any yes you say nyina no investigation nyina ni die nim nyina say do na ye foreigners and yes anyuma we nyina and ye Ghanaians
we foreigners are free here
your forest reserve are 2 Ghana nyina 99% are Chinese nationals and they 2 forest or Ghana uko yesu so a omo mubu nse so omo say isi omo de chamfan e say isi ni na ye togolit enti we mo so na ma ye djuma no so abakasa de bria Ghanaians ya ye nuan mo fele say ye djuma na ye no e ma environment ni ye safe for a future generation and until yes small scale for so ya sorry ya ye so e di djuma say ye be bo aban na forest reserve that Ghana ye nyina Chinese for abo ewe mu yes you abo na ye ti omo so sale ye omo fi forest ni ya boy ekwa no ba ma ye da for because here is what they for ye my line to ye enkoye for it ejuma and me as a small scale miner no me nye for it ejuma da me keep for machine kran ko for it in kutu mre bia ma me kwan e get there e ba me say na ye Chinese ni a ono small scale kran no odi akonya say otumi ye small scale mining otumi nya kukuduro e for machine ye de ko ja for it ni ekoye ejuma etimi mia na ye so say ye be two foreigners a e say ye kwa ye ni ye nsuru eno no woduma le asati bi e de bo aban
nyame na ade akukudro ekura ye mu binti yetimi awura forest mu akwakoche China fo nanka nkomodie we ekura de ho asem kura no nanka ma biem still enso na nkrofo guso a esensuo esensase until sesa ade yi be ye hey small scale miners se susu ampa se modwuma ya mo ye na manfrafo aba befremu ese modwuma agumoni mu ase edi modwuma no twitwi for max say Ghana fo nyina no sorry ditia mu a na kabre me pa na mo twan akosi se mo bes kasa ansana montimi ahwese dwumadi ati se mo betimi de mo ho ahyem
we never that say I say and die since 2018 first ban e ba mine so no ye ni abiding so from 2020 mo ba be sin le and then I wait na oti enka ye gusu to na mo de bia me ni bibia ko ministry any o mo kasa say your forest now, forest in there, saying, no, a better higher Jumay. It's a baby two and a more report to Omo is useful, but that only gonna no. Me a Ghana need because do be not obedience so yeah Juma. I put you several times. One amount to me to against you so. You can the question maybe and now we wine or maybe some question. And as Uncle for it, you say, who could cheat for a year and rather than about to me, but for a foreign exhibition for it more on your mining, Mama Boyan, who has someone is the beer. I've seen in the Spring 2020, your guys are almost boy and why to be a patrol insurance in a year for fuel. That's what the cost of my last 2 years. Samotia, you know, lead occasion team now, small scale miners, that's what I say. Or to be a second man. Up to now, it's been your own entity. Jamophobia, the Uncle Saukuna, now I dear mine.
And Mukra resources, now I dear Mamu.
Resources, but you say young one, yet to be a battery because I'm running the boomer. As it was given to me from a pension moves at Makutu and I say Makofa will even never.
I'm running the Mammo Dada, or a citizen of Ghana, and you know, notwithstanding a Juma war year as a small scale miner. No, in fact, who could do baby crana who will be ya, dear beer, any. Na Sadia no, at your minor a beba form, a best say or minor japa dear beer. I mean, Emrano Emma Hokwine, say would to me any Nipaneko Eddie defender woman, okay, Article 41 of the 1992 Constitution, a dead the PFH, say, who was 2 minutes a Ghana ni, say, Obebo minor Japadi, who do a whole dingina, and Tino 2 minutes dear, and Wohodada. Na, no quarrel, and say, a year Cassay. Nyame, mo members no year Juma Padia, maybe say Juma Pano. And it's a reclamation as I say 1 more year. Because I say young who dear warrior small scale mining, and a young who dear warrior galamsey.
Kessben.
I was all Canano. And none of my acquired citizens, to passport, it to be the arrest. The arrest baby, who put various police stations and all mining sectors in Nana. The task was only to meet the king of the breed, the Mokoy, especially Omo issues, Omo Yajma, the king of the Mokoy. But if you do not, and then you can view 7 proximity. If you get the upper media, yeah, a battery commission now, or be all small scale responsible small scale miner Diano, and manage to get a Cataso.
Kessben.
I'm in a commission for essential on that 1 year, where next a year, of course, as you get me from our view. The good to do with my, that's a do be out here, and do be a bonifome, I be better among Cataso. Down for 4 years, I might say. You can best say, or to me, decentralized, we have been a commission, only EPA, no permit, and that district level, MIA. Said the Bayer, you put EPA, or district assignment more, and I see a communal commission, this assignment, you because why the money, yeah, association, how much which is the money, yet we are also. But where the in our life is no, Accra, Middle Commission. It's who to me, as a small scale miner, means to me, who do 2 are. Yeah, you are there. Yeah, Juma. For being in the party and that's why good Yano. Obia obey that if your mother will come as about who say, how dear, who to me, yeah, you are, who you came out as soon as you must hear the other. And yeah, possible. And you do a movie, they did my park, Jumani, and I saw instead of my partner that, yeah, almost 1 year to my partner. Yes, we have was a bear, and you don't almost say a few. Oh, yes, most came on a bear mining. I want Catasodia. Yes, also.
Is it 1 year breed because Ghana for catch them will say, mining no small scale sector and Yambani Bibia, and Utina Masari, me boy.
You were from that, but you are sorry more because of today. Your course by the whole sector.
Yes. It's a say no Diana Moye, Mate tax force, I want some more table who and now some more yet the advocacy in Abia and Amonso Moyana.
Me patwa e gusu ni remember say kasa to bia be yɛ dwuma also that the sign pass was that I take to a wona mu nsuo so na forest mu a obi a omehu say o yɛ dwuma wɔ forest mu nsuo bia no o mechew adwuma yɛ di tia no ba ya say gusu ni remember say nyina gusu kasa say obi a wadwuma wo nti bia na so mo say adwuma no wote because this our yes so yɛ member and our body concession na be yɛ adwuma nya yɛ be say yɛ nyina no yes so view
I see. And say mu here aban mu ana
ye here boy aban mu pa kuwe no enya aban ko a na enya ye nko a ye nyina asomai na se ye kabo ye ko sa kunwi The entire makers are say a more big concession so quite was a small scale miner. A banana management about supervision and Kobio. The one that say Nippon or better license or Comania 100 meters away from the river or yet the air and also or yet the money coin. That's what we need. If you want to Kodu Kumona Yadwana, I am for any opinion leaders or Mono. I don't mean Abua. That's a money and September Basu. Then one Obia or Yadi and Yabian, it's very true. Yeah, you may be a committee minded as a matter for it. Minia, Opa, no form of comments and I'm about a matter for Mesha Juma. Minus year, Juma for almost 1 year. You swear that liquidity out of the and by the time it me a year, you say it's me a minor why you shouldn't say. Now that please you should not say. Because I am for the Kumo for now, so just say, mine in India, and money Minister Belanti Committee minor. Yes, him running in the running Juma. It's up to now, we'll be a draw some matter of dim Rasoa. You should have done more and say a Nicoji house, Mr. Bidoyi. Yeah, baby, you hear about boy, you'll be as more say, will be a bad mind who could not solve the concession in the people. Is it so bad the right thing? You see 100 meters away from the river. The woman or yeah, Juma Kunshunuma, who are right to be able to be supported. So get up people to be supported.
Okay. Nyame, mame na wasia no pay na monso momwaye ye nyina na yeko. Why? Modwuma no ye bebo ho ban ama mo se Ghana fo. But monye de ye na monye de papa. Moya ye beka bi ama mo na aboa. Wo monso aye se no monhwe se ye nyina ye bebo atu o mo so sa. Ado pay be that.
E ba ti o me that ni ya.
Dia do me hoye.
Je say yes mo am jejureje. Mo na mo kofa bae.
Anyway.
Abi aboko de.
Already adom. Menena aya yika kanjia na tie4 dia chame.
So finally my demonstration there we petitions and draw na expected say mo be presenting na mo present e dey am the need court cases mo hwe ni mo say wo mo betimi aye ho adwuma na
me pa cho use anatie enra no ye peaceful demonstration e wotema ye call the shipping lines ana yede petition ma omuna ana de petition ma omumada association ye ship owners and agents association Ghana swag ana yede bi so call finance ministry trade the sector ministry transport ana yama shippers authority omusugi and you know we are expecting say within 14 days yebenya response to our demands. And that will determine our next course of action. 14 days in a necessary. Obia Guna Suma, your power, your Faswa, the baby sure say, and Raquamuno, your demands are resolved. That is it.
And one an ultimatum of 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Some shipping lines in the responded together with Ghana Shippers Authority, all the stakeholders.
Yes, all the stakeholders. The petition now within 14 days. We are expecting the response from them. Response are resolve your demands, because your GD say your demands are legitimate, and in the end, a beboa Ghana and a beboa Ghana for a beboa Cuba. How makes me able to be demands to be swatched.
I know na come baby say until my mean team play this no.
Number one, you say all the shipping lines they should abolish all arbitrary and unjustifiable fees, including local administrative charges, container cleaning fees, empty container fees, and among others. That is one. Your money free because it's here shipping a jumano because it's your freighter. Sa eka wudina eka freight no it is a bagan and also abedi says the so they should take it out. Number two, they say they should abolish demurrage charges on weekends and holidays.
Okay.
Ghana say the Interpretations Act it says a da a year afofida and a year memenda and a kwesiada aye nyadwuma no say begin tua hoka. So shipping lines a weekend, Juma. Holidays, Juma. And so, demurrage on those days, we are demanding say they should abolish it. Number three, we are demanding say they should negotiate any internal charge they want to. They should negotiate.
So unfortunate Jacob Ahomano and to me and so we'll bring him back and one more ebeboa a correct errors nina about one so what to me I will afa ba oh your bar Fallopian chips in the Munina no SCC emua blockade afe premature menopause ana eha wadwen ma ene wontimi emfa yefuna nina no eye problems miscarriage ana tete wo offer yefuna na asai fibroid tete one anope woni eye dreams fertility clinic eni enkomo na womo beboa akoreti nyina e de efre woni pediem afe mema no mpacho obi wo ho anatenka e wo form in fact won kwamo no e wo form low sperm count eno eka ho bi ana wontimi hye oba nyinsɛn ene se ye kasɛi no Wacho infections ahodo nti wo be ma yo no atosinia anopei esese woni dreams fertility clinic for edi enkomo na womo ebeje wo so esiesie ni nyina no edi ama o how bia esi wa wo no kwan bia no anopei dreams fertility clinic for adaro ampacho womo ebeboa wo ye pa Kotema community 22 Estate Junction na woni womo eni enkomo mfi 0597 225 388 0597 225 388 and for 0597 225 889 0597 225 889 now when it dreams fertility clinic in the and come on now one more ebeje was so pa
this is it was it omoka obika say wa wo jejire ja
I don't know just say
wa kwa fa de boni bi aba na de boni e ha wadwen
I see.
Into one guy say we just jireje.
But we be fine there.
Onyame adu bi fine.
Movement the moda ho.
Onyame adu bi nyame koso papa. Che na wo kan no. Sisi ya say item 13.
Item 13.
Yes, I see. Now can you imagine a program without item 13?
I see.
A meeting without item 13.
Interesting.
Obi abedidi. Yes. Because ba kun no. Aye winner takes on. Ye fi ho. Ma obi ala
ebedidi.
Enya ne chafa.
I see.
Wo Ghana ejapade no. Nti obi abedidi. Item 13 ase ho a.
Bedase. Ma yenti owura hopes na doye na yamra.
Yes. Say Say MVP so mo break 8. Anna NDC for Apakoyi 8. It means they are ending the 8.
Kessben.
Omo 8 no ya 12. Number 1 number Papa fan. Akufuado, Kufu handi over mo Akufuado. Akufuado fan number 1 Orie. Akufuado Orie. Or the Maba Umia ko fan number 1 Orie. Send the young for Niku Baya, or the Nuka Fasio. Not victory by your Maria singing any GM. And then, Ubiesu, you begin a film any other. A fair buyer. Na no need to go far there now. Na go the example so.
Kessben.
No way, Obiema.
Asewa.
That is option Adoye. Speaking on the 13th position of the Honorable Alan Kojo Trebatain on the ballot paper. Ma yenti the Vice President, Emra.
I am number 1. I am
Kessben.
number 1.
Kessben. Kessben.
I am number 1.
Kessben.
Good morning, and from to say.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Now I'm told say NDC for more train I see say or the modi and beba. Yes, for number 8 position no.
Na wa say party bia me chair etie for na hwe for ni na me nua opinion. Na we say party bia won yenti anani age on the picking of the positions of the presidential candidates.
Okay.
Na Utia, your flag bearer say number 18. Opepa.
Ope number 18.
Because of what? Yeah, the 24-hour economy policy bar. And I can say one job, three persons, 3 shifts. Now these 3 shifts, each is taking 8 hours. 8 times 3 or
24.
And now that is the policy aspect. And now share a symbol. Yeah, coalition. Nipa ye need info ni boho.
Yeah.
Ni hu ya pa but adia nkokrafo ni mbre what me identify pa any chinye. Umbrella. Now offer the letters of umbrella so spell 8.
Oh, I see.
Come on, just write it and see. Yeah, they no enya nyum keke.
Kessben.
Yeah, they no enya nyum keke.
I see.
So the brand and the policy rhymes are idiko.
And I must have for 8 on the ballot paper.
Okay, yes. So then that aside, who said John 4 letters, Jane 4 letters, 4 plus 4, 8. Nti obani bema na. Nti ufsa so man 3 letters, woman 5 letters, 3 plus 5, 8. On say
I see.
Nti say ya. Nti ube say it is not about maybe senior obibe jina bo so atu nyuma na fine. That one too is the aspect of number, the happiness of number muchu see. I agree with them perfectly. But you know, ye a brand, ye a policy, ye mbema flag bearer, any obanu, usha upemu bibia, so we know that we are going to stop MPP at 8. We are going to stop them at 8. So that we stop the nepotism, so that we stop the incompetence, so that we stop the corruption, so that we stop the state capture, so that we stop the pseudo-achim mafias. Maybe that's why you may not take it. Because we say, Nanado na ako tamba umyase odiba. But me nim niente ayen yanu wa shanti for mu picture we. You just go and look at Baumia ni campaign team. Na aligning by regions na hwe.
It's for the doors.
Abba. Enti Nanado no look. Baumia is a poodle to Nanado. Until they want their Japadia policy issues, and to us, on the video, so Ashantis should see this thing, because of time they are going to say they are in power struggle. I'm talking about the Eastern and Ashanti. They are in the power. And I'm to me, bomu chaskele se yena opinion alanchremanti. And this day, yes, how? Udieni. Obin to me mbe cross you by heart unless we've agreed. So we leave everything to that. We've realized that some see data suswa. Come on. Our policy, our brand, it rhymes. Our flag bearer and the vice presidential, we put them together, everything runs. So now we need more energy to educate the people and to work hard to bring out our data. The data. MPP for so it is in the data and the munka data that data in the what? In the debt to GDP, that data in inflation, that data in growth, that data in exchange rate. And no na ye di beye juma because nkwancha di affair ye di na yo enye sika. Nti senya ye sika sem esitinde no. Esese ye nkantra manfo. Sena obraben na Bank of Ghana governor no oti ho ebono ese say ye bohu dawra mamamfo ti say this is the first time ayanya aban governor ti ho afibia na ochene eka edi beto ho edi amawo ba ban bi susu tena ho a ti say mahama 4 years last 4 years kra fa se tekpani the governor na compare data no you see say bika frau MPP for FEC Ghana for Jimmy, and this is why I bought the idea or the message of Nana Ohininto. Or say two abama MPP for nature say Ghana for irrespective ni why yes I will be because upon all these things we'll be coming to a topic like galamsey. Upon all these things I hear who feel Fili. Usa sorry o sha tade o si kotu abama. MPP for respect Ghana ni bia biom da. We must show them say obra mo abonu edi enya, and for that matter you must live. You go to economics is bad. You go to agriculture is bad. You go to health is bad. Mr. Speaker, me catch say me my can will be this. Now first, now I gave them a charitable figure. Say MPP to me commission 10 of agenda 111. I'll stop campaigning. But I say me they about 5. If they are able to commission till hospital, omu commission we no doctors ni nurses for be to me aye juma. Ewo mo. So mu to me commission 5. I will stop campaigning. They can't. And you ask yourself, why can't they do it? Because they are not serious. She said, ye here sikadia si agenda 111 can ofurata suti hwa sign $34 million for spare parts for ambulance. Nyansambe ne wo. So you cannot finish it. Ndekona koshe yanganche from January MPP for say ebe motorway 3 days today my farm motor go and pass there and see. Yeah. In Urakra fifi. Abaya eba ye Kwame Nkrumah motorway ye di concrete ye no. Abaya di kan ba ebe for kota odi akotare concrete so eni na nado ni baomia ban. So when you look at their behavior on the seat, again cry nation ni pan cry say MPP ni ye campaign ba onche cry say utie na asem. They should bring the data mu kan ho asem mahama time no. They should bring those data na yemfanya comparison na yehu nientia in the galamsey ayenya ewo mamu ni say yes you brought the free SHS. Mr. Speaker say akoda bi wie free SHS obetumi anya adwuma as a graduate untumi nya. So it means you must open the channel and say nipa no anya degree na HND na we na do aban wa ye inti nkora no omako school omu di abrofo a omati asua wo school no eno mu di sha techem eno no mu di sha techem a they are contracting diseases and chemicals are percolating into their skins omunya yare. That is the result of their free SHS. It doesn't have the sunset strategy. So when we start sunrise sunset, when we start from free SHS, where are we ending the students? Where are we ending our children? That is what it is. So yeah, they are ready. Because our brand, our policy rhymes with numbers.
Okay. But I say, Honorable Daniel Kosiyashamana, what's in kind of former member of parliament for Buem, your change say Awad Mohammed ever joined the discussion from the NPP. Now, yet to me, Atuam Komodian. So, but I'll begin with a uncle.
Yeah.
Yes, Mame Embra was so anopay. Now, a lot is happening in our country. Democracy have a quiet demonstration against galamsey. Say, yeah, Kase, a soft word bebre, and the Christian associations bebre na no arise here. The everybody says say one more be prayer demonstration, one more be bonfire against the people destroying our environment and why the government is unable to handle it. Na one more be call the Jubilee House. Na one more petition na one more edi akwakomo man paying plus a lot more labor unions in the bebre kasai UTAG kasai yache SITAG has followed suit, and all the other TUC members are women so joining the discussion. I don't pay the small scale miners themselves association and so are sorry because Ghanaians are telling them as I say you're banning everything associated with small scale mining. They are not so much happy, and you also said they will contribute to the fight. Now the foreigners are invaded the forest and the water bodies, women so you're more familiar. Mami, beginning with you on that note. Na meet you for 10 minutes.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, before even I come to the issue of galamsey demonstrations, Mr. Speaker, yesterday I had a call from FM station Kumasi. Onimidi Nkomo Bia. I see Honorable Haruna Idris made a statement. He said the winner takes all system na your parties for Ghana no emwa. Saying say it keeps a lot of fine brains and talent outside the political space. And see, when we say square pegs are now being found in round holes. Municipal chief executive and combat stragans and cabinet ministers in while the fine brains we have are outside. And when they called me, I told them this is what Mr. Alan Chamantin has been preaching. That this 8-year cycle of state capture, of winner takes all, part about that is the thing of our development. If I know how on mine, because it's democracy now, and we say Brony practicing democracy now, we've also gone for it. But in our case, the system is such that Nkofognya Tumuna contract to scholarship so recruitment to bibia appointment to if they are going to be in power for 8 years, it's going to be for them for 8 years. When your politics are, you are out. When you are out. I think it's about time to change the system. Because I was thinking and I was wondering why a country like Benin, which is not practicing a winner takes all system, but a government of national unity, we be able to make about Benin now in or interest rate 5.7%. Na Ghana businessman kakobabusa na nsiwo is more than 35%. Who central obi Benin na inflation rate 20%. Na Ghana we are jubilating over 22%. The reason is that in Benin, Okohwa is a government of national unity. Their best brains are at work. The government the government and the president, or independent president from Patrice Talon, oni omunyina bombako. That is what you want to do in Ghana. That is what Mr. Alan Chamantin is going to be the first independent president. It's so baby, it is benefiting them. We are going to do it here in Ghana. Now, on the issue of galamsey, I always ask this simple question. Mr. Speaker, you know how it is for a woman to be pregnant for 9 months? So, you know the process some of them go through. Some of them, when they are pregnant, they go mad, more or less. Some of them, their behavior, they begin to eat all things just to keep the baby and give birth 9 months. Can you imagine, say, you find yourself, you're a young man, you find yourself, or young woman, you find yourself galamsey area. Oyere anyam, and also oba wanyam 9 months. Okwa wa. Bonso ebana wo no onsenimpa. Because nobody party be or and to for me and not anyone a effect of the galamsey. And because it comes through water and also the food we eat, and in no matter where you find yourself in this country, you can be affected by galamsey. Apart from destroying the land, your cocoa production, aquaform, agriculture production in general, aquaform, apart from how it is destroying the young men and the young women, Oshe sene galamsey esi kono se yan stop galamsey na say political game depend on which party is in power. If you are in power, party here sika and until allow it, let the party executives like bakwa okoche ni chairman ya mokoche ni ya or friend say oh please yambwani any regional chairman party executives bia they do it. They are allowed to do it because use cannot to finance their party. Elsewhere, say if such activities are edi yari ni ewu brank of way in the financial party, okay, me to ban a party in the crowd. You want to be taking drastic action against the party if it is found that that money is used to finance a political party. But our system is like that. You can do it and go scot free because. As I said, a winner takes all. Once you have power, you can do whatever you like. Nobody checks you. And that is a major problem. And until Sawosha, Mr. Alan Chamantin has been very bold. In fact, why a bold champ unkafoni no say, so Yankopa and Adomnas or Ba Abemoa. First year, there will be total ban on small scale mining. Total 1 year ban, because there seems to be confusion. When there's confusion, you can't stand in the confusion and resolve the issues. So you ban 1 year ban, you place 1 year ban, then within 1 year you take action, sir, a bit to resolve the problem. For example, I say within 1 year, one thing we will do is to restore our water, the quality of our water, and there are technologies that can do that. So 1 year, we are going to restore. 1 year, we are going to do afforestation. We are going to plant trees. Within 1 year, we employ young men and women to do that across the country where go for destroying forests. The same 1 year, we are demobilizing machines in the equipment. Galamsey, military installations. I saw you for but too much so. Then within 1 year, a one Mbrana HSA we are small scale miner, you are operating legally, you audit all the activities of small scale miners because some of them, even though they have the license, they operate illegally. But what in American? So there will be proper auditing of all the small scale mining. Now, I feel within the same 1 year, and now young men or more galamsey, you ever transition from illegal mining, which is galamsey, to legal mining. Young men and young women or form group companies, legally formed small mining companies. 20, 30 mining companies are they will be given license, they will be given concessions. About proper equipment area mining so that use for work and pay basis.
Kessben.
So yes, sir. Say when people begin to do legal mining, now say they are protected by the law. When they see that Obi is doing illegal mining to destroy their business, they themselves will fight the person. They themselves will arrest the person. And the way forward is what is important. As for destruction, it is going on. That is why I joined the call and say the government must put a ban. If the government fails to do it, when Mr. Alanchamantin becomes president, first year, that will be done. We need solutions in this country. It's not about just talking and allowing people to do galamsey just because you want political power. Forgetting that today you might get the power, but tomorrow you are destroying the lives of Ghanaians. But on the issue of demonstrators now, I support the demonstration. In fact, there should be something more severe to get the government to act. If there could be a sit-down strike in this country, if there could be TUC and other bodies will put pressure on the government to act now to solve the problem and come use the bebwa. As for demonstration there, it is allowed. The only problem I have is that some of the organizers want behavior and you're good. But demonstration in general and doing demonstration particularly to draw government's attention to the problems of galamsey, it is very important. Moving forward, I believe that Ghanaians must begin to think wider and broader than these two political parties. You see, I've asked these questions, simple questions. So those who are there in the wool, NDC or MPP, especially MPP, ask my colleagues this question, those that I was in MPP with. I say, so tomorrow if MPP elect to me as flag bearer, we'll say, you vote to party, so you are going to vote for him because you vote to party. No, don't vote for a party by virtue of the fact that you belong to the party. Vote for the party by virtue of the leader who may lead the country. That is why those in MPP, I'm telling you, Mr. Speaker, skirt and blouse. Yes, but we work like never before in this country. In this election. The typical MPP people now, they believe in the tradition of the party. Our Minister Dr. Baumia is only 16 years or 15 years out of the 32 years MPP has been in power. The typical ones who know the founders of the party, they will vote skirt and blouse. And a lot of them are even party executives. It's going to happen. And that is why I'm saying that with confidence. I'm saying that for the first time, Ghanaians are going to take decision to put these two political parties aside and form a new government that has never been before, a government of national unity, like Benin has done. That is why Benin only export cotton. Yet they are better than a country called Ghana, which is number 1 producer of gold in Africa, number 70 in the world, number 2 producer of cocoa in Africa, number 2 in the world, number 3 producer of bauxite in Africa, number 11 in the world. Manganese, number 3 producer of manganese in Africa, and number 5 in the world. Salt, number 2 producer of salt in Africa. You have all these. Oil, crude oil, West Africa, number 2 producer. Africa, number 9 producer. So you have all these, and still you are struggling as a country. Then there must be a problem with the system you are using or the kind of leaders you have. That is why we want to change this winner takes all system and bring in a government of national unity and also bring a very competent, a man of integrity and credibility, Mr. Alan Chamantin, to be the president of this country for the first time.
All right, may I say, Uncle Lebo, thank you. I watch and I say, my man, I chimana kwaba and Sarah Mako a year or a washaman. So, good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
Then pump to say, put your microphone. Yes, a radio, Mr. Behoye.
Yes, in shoe talk on paper. It's raining cats and dogs. And untina Tama Richard Freeman now 45. Nami Tessano here, but from Tessano to here, I've spent more than 30 minutes.
Okay.
Into my later. Because I have my young messages to be.
Oh, your message.
Yes. Why you late?
Very well. I want to say, maybe Honorable Daniel Kosasha Basino Betty. Honorable, now, something is quite intriguing. Your constitution, you more. Now, okay, chapter 6 of the 1992 constitution. Yeah. The directive principles of state policy, precisely Article 41, was the duties of a citizen. Mm-hmm. And I've been asking myself a lot of questions with the fight against galamsey. This is the preamble. The exercise and enjoyment of rights and freedoms is inseparable from the performance of duties and obligations, and accordingly, it shall be the duty of every citizen to promote the prestige and the good name of Ghana and respect the symbols of the nation. Now, A, B, C, D. Now, from D in A corner, there is a responsibility on us as citizens to do one or two things. Now, D is to protect the rights, freedoms, and legitimate interests of others, and generally to refrain from doing acts detrimental to the welfare of other persons. So what it means is that, galamsey no, na illegality. It is to the detriment of the large majority of the people. As citizens, we have every right to protect it. Now, you come to E. I'll say, work consciously in his lawful chosen occupation. F, to protect and preserve public property and expose and combat misuse and waste of public funds and property. So, this article, no, just to come to you in context. Yeah. Article no my certain duties as citizen, as I say, you performing. Ebi na kenkan e de achewe. Na yebenya community a wo mo atena hwa ye nhwe han man krofo abetu galamsey, etu koko egu, etu forest egu, yet the people looked on. Wo mo atena siare. As I say, as citizens, no, you need education on some of these things,
Yo, Mr. Speaker, me da wase. And I'm menu akwaba. And ka wamba kra say senke ye. You see, near ewu munti na sana na ekoso, and is our governance structure. Our governance structure from colonial masters time. Ya yet to say ahimfonu. Na nka first omo no mukita tumi o.
Okay.
Na ye the governance structure no e di bromase. Na yes atro say a former goodie ni nyina no nipa ye to abaye no ye friend no president
on the ahye nsa.
Na ye di ahye nsa. Yankase ohene. Yankase ohene. Inti ehɔ no we made the chiefs and the kings in this country very prostrate. Omuni powerless. Omuni ahondem bia. Inti enuechi no young politicians no yesa chrombra no to the extent say ebetumi amaye power say ti say president ba eyasia ohini ti hwa o say sorry no ye o ka kire any minister say ko ka kire so sorry because of our governance structure. Inti say what do we have to do? That is the issue. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kase esan say galamsey for no omu certificate no wakra. Even in my constituency a happy mpe say this sea cotton tree e dey plywood no. Micro 40 hwa machines na ebe wuro mu kokua fom. The chief don't know anything. But that time I was an assemblyman meaning who she no mu twitwandia uko bisa. Almost your more permit The whole of my constituency ni nyina no mo permit. Into mo twitwa ndia. Mr. Speaker, na nya asem kitwa. Media chire kofie sa not knowing no even omo permit no kura no I spy. On hini otikrom hon o be de hu. So the best way forward now ni say Mahama say ye di those office baby galamsey ni gold ni na gold one ye the offices no ba be see districts no na ye ma ahimfo no to me say obi bia obeba potem say oba be two gold no this ususu wati hu bibi e na wa kire wa dwen ansa na nipa no ebetumi di mfidie no e di akoho. It is the governance structure no e na ma aye ahimfo no hopeless. On say party bia say ye ba ye di tumi be ma ye di tumi be ma ahimfo ye di tumi be ma ahimfo fine na emra ye nyansisa constitution e di tumi be ma ahimfo no aban oti akonja so no o hwese nsu no aye ti se milo a ohun aban no ohun aban no onti se doctors kire ye nkoda ye wo omu fufura omu nsamba eni ho obinu mu aso eni ho omu hu. What is it doing to stop that? Because Theo, Adentina Oko Hospital, you have emergency ward. Do you get it right? Emergency ward is to stop the bleeding, so to say. To stop the bleeding at that particular time. And Sanaya transfer Edia ward na doctor off. What is the emergency strategy of the MPP? Utie minister, he's even talking to Onfwa Adibonia Ekososo. Say Australia kra na nko person stop galamsey no mentumi anye. So what? What is the GDP of Australia compared to Ghana? These are the questions into Abainu and nothing a demonstration ekoso. Abainu he has waye kwadro ewona konja so too much. Looking at all the areas. Insure say ye sha say ka senwe Frimpong Boati ye pam no and got 3 years and now 4 years. Yes, this second term of Nanado show ni Abainu. Yeah. This is the 4th year. Osha say ka senwe no what did the government do? In this Ausati MPP for omugina campaign platform be catch on say ye buy emra wuti ho no enu nti na be catch on say magi openi into asema to mu say sa to aba MPP for upon all these things no na respect dear ade aye friend respect no Ghana ni bia ni bibio because you see all these things glare on your face, glare on our face. Edru COVID time Nanado to me kofa Nigeria for frontiers for abewo Ghana for pania jomu sika ebi sika no akọ. We didn't say anything. Enkosi da ben na Ghana for be sorry. Into those who went for demonstration, you get me right. Unuamwa ehuru ebi betumi afrato despite the fact say ye bowl and a pot amase muni nyina no endem no ebi tumi frito say ubia you know the village rice cooking and I want in a village that. That's right. So those are some of the things me for say emrante no omunko say Ghana ajapade but at the point no won say we bibia na wakuma because it is so absurd. Internally, your best friend will say spill over because Ushia meet radio soon, Obinmo Mushamu diabetes, Adentina, so be catcher say Nipa watching one case jano, but Nipa no or diabetes and I say sentino underlining conditions. Yeah, let me use that word. Inti SSA manundu amumpini. Why? Is the government becoming so capricious? That is very, very bad. So the best thing is that all the time Mahama wa kunyasun will be gold mining and processing lab at KNUST. What does that tell you? Because if we send a Ghana for be kwa China for China omo factory kran omo map kwan say kona ko wurum se ukoto ade abaha gise wasi China ne so ansa no no be kwa ko ginia manu dia brew no ye de omo akokwa mu e de greed kwa ni. So we need to streamline things. We need to establish many American say Mahama ban there on taking as a legacy project say or be established about 2 or 3 big mining companies Ghana for the ya wa toabo ya mfani oil wo krum ha first if you say yen to me mfani ye dani gas no enye no na ewo ye kitchen say we can do more. and take charge of our natural resources. Because the youth then, you can't just stop the galamsey without giving the youth what they will eat tomorrow morning. Enroll them into afforestation, give them stipend so that they will live on it. They should replant the forest with economic trees, not just trees. That is why I asked Appiah, Minister of Environment, also
Green Ghana.
Green Ghana. Na musima rezi ana mwanesi Indiana mu chichama. So how do you account for India way? Why won't you go out there? We can even do it PPP so that we get an area. Economic trees wenu emrantia omudia mu go and then plant and then yenjimu now mumu shesen ye. That is the value for money project at the end of the day. No Ghana besanya nisika na afibia na ya addressi na edisidli obidi ni dia ko 2 mfichire obidi ni dia ko 2 bedroom echi we sa na afibia na minister abeka kire say millions of Ghana cedis no and na dia nursing dia planting. It will yield nothing. Strategic thinking. Because galamsey, so to say, no, as a nation, because ye too oiler, be say na ye too oil. Say oh, you say Ghana assassin. So, eba say na ye spilling gu impum. So the mining too must go that way. Let us use brains. It is too longer. I don't know, bro. Need to be catcher say we are from shithole. We must use our brains. That is what is very important.
Kessben. That is what is very important. 48 after 8. Hi, Kessben. 92.9. Kessben TV live across the country. Honorable Daddy Okosia Shabana, Watening Kano, former member of Parliament for Boehm constituency on the ticket of the NDC. He says, Kofi Adams na succeed, you know, and Omo Air campaign.
Hey, Kofi Michawo.
Ochi Kofi.
Mati unkache. Eya, onsani vivika krena ida. Eh, we are boss. Ndi wa nye. Mesama uzia. Mesama ama awa minzama no ma.
Say you sit in until I don't know.
What's that grown?
Yeah, just
what's that grown?
Our brother in jail.
You me that say, Mamincha and Penny for the kind. Na menkasa me that's part for this opportunity. I think say galamsey asem no baby a yedru no ye hia de bia no me ba fidie so ana say fidie bia so ameka say ye hia say be complain ye hia say ye be chere clear path solution ben any hia yen enye complaints no because complaints in there started complaints from 2010 and akwa be dru baby edri so the complaints of a galamsey should not really matter around this time, especially 3 months to elections. Here quite a bit mafaso asolve political parties no why and what the solution. Why and na fight galamsey. They be America say Oshe a Ghana bakwasama omampeni a wa fight galamsey chain omampeni bia President Akufo-Addo. From 2017 or by and wa fight galamsey up to ene on rest. Ofaha no mo di afaha no afaha no mo di afaha ofaha no mo di afaha ene ya bedru ba bia yedru so se ampa se ene ya bedru ha President Akufo-Addo oko no hwan na epese oba obehye na nan mu hwan na oba obetimi aye adwuma no you started with ban ene udi ban ne ba omo ka kire se time a gold e free Ghana ha ekwa bruchire yeta my ban yakra. So it should tell you that ban any the solution. Yes, started say ye chase omo achi omo ye deport nkrofo ye do omo ko court ebiko jail. Still anye ye obehu so fa ha na omo de afa ha. Started she excavators. Am Ghana fo nyina ye so de aden na wo she excavator na keka ho. Dr. Baumia ewo a clear path. Or see one in the boss tenance no. For the last 7 years, there's no single day, single month, asra for any kwaimwa or more bois and a bear bit me to galamsey aseno. A hydra headed fight. A idea a control sikabibre. Nipa omuye galamsey no anase omuye illegal mining no, they control huge amount of money into okwa betimi dia fa ha enu nti na ama say bia obi ye mfato ho na oka say even in Australia, South Africa, you still have people doing illegal mining. Ekwan be na Ghana ebetimi afa so yen ye de na yetimi aye obi wo ho a okoje license a obe bresa fa ho sa license ne bo nye de but obe fa ho a bresa so ye can say let's simplify it. Ni krom gold wo ho ni koko afom kra gold wo ho but okasa okoje license a rigmarole a obe pass through no obe ton ama obi a obetimi abakra abenya license naba so no aton man. Inti first thing I can say be any say Dr. Baumia on page 195 of the manifesto. Yeah, lip service and some na here can you chere baby I wo. Or say oba ade ba kwa be any say be simplify. Because we were illegal because ontimi nje license. But woman license and ko betimi a control no kakra. Because unim baby a wo shakra. Oba bonfa unim say we a concession e dia ma obi. But obi ho a oni license into unim kra say obi hye ho a wo ya just say bia obi kote ne to say obi ho a wo ye into first na e be say be simplify ne amani pana be because e ka say ye jai mine na nyeyi krobi to say takwa
bomfa ho ne de ye chema luta
say mate enu ntina ma me di bomfa no eye it so ye nim say asomasi e na wo ho nti wo ko ye no hu say ye say asomasi na wo ho enye ye say so kutankrata e kire say so ye simplify no na inform that is one. Two, and they say, you know, so more mokoji license, no. Honorable can Kessben. So no crano way assemblyman. Obi koji license free man and cry by. Obedru you know start here no one ko hwehwe mu no mu say, "Sa license crano your license papa bia na de buy." Sa pepepe. Inti obi timije license free akra na oba krom ho. O mfiri ho ba bia. It was saying so no crano enfa ne ho. Because ono no saying no. Ono no crano o e bankroller. Odin nkrofo ko gina mu na o maye adwuma no no te baabi nti oba okuta ne kaka kese with the two any police besesa gold nako because osuro say kwan kra no obi beye so that is what they do. Nti Dr. Baumia said the ebe ne say simplify we are na ya mpini ma obi nkoye prospecting bio wo kwayem no say your friend say obi ese okohwe say gold wo ho a Ghana ha ye wo asuye a omadwuma ne so mbekọ kwhwe ba bia gold ene agudie wo enti ono no ye bema geological survey for akoye na omakwhwe se ne be ya ombehu se aha gold wo ha omhu wi a na yama oman no make a small scale mining no because do na omo ye no so small scale mining oman no mumfa aha gold wo ha into Mumbeji license. Muji license ni we are district biano. There will be officers on be monitor. So say oba na uji license ni we na de mawa. Ye be bani chamfine. Ye fan chamfine ye gold ejuma bio. Ye be set up a minerals development bank. Bank no ebe to implement akese te say your friend saying gold catches. Any excavators na nkasa na aban ebeto e di aba se mu nisika oman ni nisika oman ni bank no ebeto emfidi ni nyina amamo ntina mu di aye we mine no e wo mukrom ho nti mu tu agudie no wo mukrom ho a ochena bi ye ba krom ho na nsuo na se ya ohene e na omo mo de animu e na e wo se ye hold o mo responsible because ye hu se ye di ntoka ye di ahoden ko a enye yi because they are according to ama say you so na still nkrofo da jail because omo akose nsuo still he say no into wo de ma oman na say na honorable me ne nyina ya adwen say oman no yen de Dr. Baumia say ye de be ma oman no na oman no aye into wo ya gold no ye beto esan say aban a start gold for oil and gold for reserve uko Germany homo reserve nkwa gold reserve nkwa no eye opepepepe because omo ehu se e wo se omo e but omo ndu gold ho but omo de omo to gold e de reserve into Ghana ha instead say the cedis and the dollar e be backup no e the gold e be ye e start here no na from Kwame up to year 2019 2020 I start here no na Ghana ha ye gold reserve na 8 tons ene ye was 77 tons eno kire say yegusua ye eno nti ama city na gina kakra. There is stability because we share from 2022 to ene now who the stability na equal by 15-16 in 2022 ene is still around the same figure. Eno kire will say ampa there is some relative stability with there, you know. So ye de saa you know be essence ye wo suahunu bebre ya ye ho adwuma saa from 2017 on the boss aye into oba o say yen charted this clear path but ena ye ginai
na we see for moment
ena baby ye ginai aban is still fighting it anything na ma ye the interministerial committee aba a national security minister dano omuni labor union for asia ama omo chiro omo se we na ebe enche bia omo ni ensentro si behia no ma chiro omo chire mo ekwan ya obetima fight ade no in the next 3 months here because in the next 3 months new government of Dr. Bawumia be take you over o take you over na otimi abomode na wa chire no ma ebetimi aye
we are more than willing say ya bebo so nim say campaign ye sha
yes mo de bia say me kra no me bom abaso oni eye afrifa mo boduma pa to the extent that anka they are more because afrifa ko duru ho ni krom no eti onim no o wi akwana sumenya sam keto sa video wa nyiri wa ha o si ofa akwana su kra no hwa o che no but at least ni krom no it was say ye border free me boa into okoni krom na o mo ye no otimi expose. This is what we expect. Ukwe demonstration ko area ho demonstration ukọ ho a ebeboa sene wo ya your friend say me nsentwani wontina nkran kwa enye hu dede e man microphone be complain no wakọ ho akọ expose e de aba wo ye Ghana ni na wo feel say nsuo no say na obetimi aye ya ko baby aye galamsey look at 2016 tama ye campaign no ye can about cocoa prices no Dr. also akoto free omuko press conference what your friend say ayo soshi say ye cocoa press conference and nankran enye cocoa press conference ye ko enu sashi because ye hold the cocoa no ye enu sashi e no kumase because sampa se wonso when you bre na wakoho onko enkotu your friend say police for key enko hyehe Dr. Bawumia posters enko block traffic enko hia baby esi mensia so yenja omona omono obi sensuo no na ono tenkran yedede na wakochene keke e was say omo face the full rigors of the law many age say omako 2 weeks remand no a very important say was say Ghana ha no yetimi edi ensana ho bi to ho say men break the law me say obi or ya asthmatic yednako intime ene yare asthma na mako wie obi ade na aka say yenja me because me ko police station yen because me asthmatic unimoho and okoi. A lot of people were there, but I knew be an no. The police were there with you. Who push you no? No, who push you no? Who they all push you? Who they all shit? Poster no? Who they all bubu? They arrested 39, but nipa na over no munya 39. Nipa no doso. But why identify who ye be na chill? But kokra they say ya issue bench warrant cross ya nko chelembra. There is one of them. We are court no jani. It's ya issue bench warrant say enko chenembra adentina obana onama o kasa no o granting interview no ya nche no because why be
Meda say awa na Jazali na o'clock me ba rabu ashama so na wa rapia because ono de ono was sorry akosisi na adwuma ya ye the campaign na ye emma ye ni je no e result efremo eba I don't pay with one of the forest areas I hear adwuma ho. One of my angels, good morning, Mr. Speaker. God bless you and your good works. Now everything is under control. No one is working in the forest. And exactly. Na the satellite the spies no at all. Would the excavator no koshema makache Ghana for. So would the koshema we will get to know you better and we will come back at you because any man is a sage. Alright, yeah, wrapping up with you now. Minya okwa na
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
What come as semni?
Kessben.
Kessben. Kwame Appiah machine sa can satellite ni.
Yeah.
Abansika. Enye mwana matena se adwen se asasi essay abansika na banya ye gituo de manu oti obren onye hwe wo sisa me san sorry me sorry ono oti ho me san kutu abama no What do they understand about emergency? What do MPP people see about wrong with the water bodies? What areas are here? They will not do it. These people, they are crack incompetent people I have ever seen in my life. When they are talking, tell them to put their data. Sika e and son of muti what to say ubia on to me sorry. They should tell us what they are using the money for. Some to me per machines and amudi systems are too so because also go to galamsey yenchinu. Why can't government do so? Must we be listening to these people? Who come in here? Is it an insultive statement or what?
Kessben.
Or no, now fighting galamsey more. Can you see what is happening in this country? Even communities, baby, any party, yetun tokro. Abanse wanti. I wish you well. I thank you for your statement. Abaynu ono to me yet, but say ekobase yenfa $15 million enko feedi nipa 5,000 no there. Sekanu wo ho. Very lazy government.
But as your Shama, Babe Kai messages living now after Yantua Sundi and Komo Joseph Tano Eddie Biaba from a year Shama in the Western region. Joseph, good morning. That is saying, Mr. Speaker, good morning. Members of the Afrafranto are fake. Latter-day Saints, because we know them already and their mission for this year's general elections. Joseph, thank you for message. And pay what they be about. Medase papa. Bamin kind way so na afeyan to so any income. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please tell the NDC man he is not telling the truth because his boss Mahama said that when he comes to power, he will free all those who have been arrested due to galamsey menace. The NDC man must be equally truthful. Joe, you sent in that one. Joe, thank you for a message. What they abba and pay. I'm very grateful for a message. But I mean, kind way we say. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, my safety, don't mention my name. Mr. Speaker, good morning. God bless you for your good work. In Sefi Kofi Krum in the Seshi we also municipality. The chief, Nana Kofi Teria II, in collaboration with some Chinese and local rich men are there and they are starting galamsey. A duo, Medase, Yabedi actually, why? Kofi be more than, but I mean, the audio but no any evidence behind we can't speak to it for now. But Yabedi actually, I'm Kwame Francis from a year Asimfosu. This man is lying, Papa. Kick him out of your studio. Which of the men are you making reference to? Medase, good morning, Mr. Speaker. They are now using Nana Kwame Bediakon's policies in fighting galamsey. God bless you and your team. Thank you. Nana Kwame, the policies near here on fighting galamsey. We say, good morning, Speaker. They should arrest the bad people doing illegal mining. In fact, the police administration knows who the people are and those who are behind it. They must not go for the ordinary ones. Thank you. I said the man is talking Bibre. After the galamsey, we go to live in heaven, and instead of them banning galamsey in our communities, they are now craving a new way and a new license to still continue to destroy our environment. What is Awa saying on your network? Thank you for a message. The NPP people are the same people yesterday, the same people today. And in fact, they are the ones doing the galamsey. Mr. Speaker, your records put it right on Aluta. Thank you for a message. Mensa Majid anyway free Bechem the day Abba Tonto Krum. I say good morning, Speaker. Demonstration is not something bad, but this super incompetent government doesn't respect the good people's right. It is the right of the people to do demonstration if they feel that things are not going well in their country. It must not always be brutal between the people and the police administration. Charles Akwesi Asiedu. Thank you for message. I would pay. Good morning, Speaker. I'm Elijah from Aguna Suedro. This government is really pushing us to the war, and they can't stand it if we armed ourselves and face them. How can the police arrest a 62 and a 10 as well as 8-year-old persons demonstrating against galamsey. The presidency is involved with this. They cannot lie about it. Thank you for a message. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Help me ask the NDC man that they were in government. What did they do to stop galamsey? They should stop talking and allow Alan and the team to come and resolve the matters. Joe, Ediwefri, Chirano, Anna, Edibai. Joe, thank you for a message. Mamima Awa, Uncle Ebo 5 minutes. Now, Yamfan wrap it up. Uncle Ebo on the campaign trail and draw the freight forwarders, demonstration upon demonstration. Bebrinanso is on its way, Eba. Say, Kase, Motrimen, so say. Ochina omo cost strike because omo salary so nsem nyina no enye mami ntio just on quick one na afeyenko.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, look at the Afafanto for your fake na wa so no correct.
I was a boy a latter day saying
let me tell you what is fake. What is fake in say aban and there Ghana into me about football or in pitches so
and then anyway
I mean, make sure what is fake. Aban will say we're implementing 80% of the manifesto. What fighting galamsey chen aban bia yet yensu no asay more. Yet the economy no asay more. And any fake no
economy.
It is not about Mr. Chamartin and the movement. Who pay faker? Hostel yes we are renovation keke. Refurbishing hostel now I'm used for games no. Almost spending $16 million. Say no better na hey. Accreditation to akwem say wo programmer. A4 sheet laminate actually bibi was ready to okwem. You say $4.5 million no more spending. And if these are the fake people who do that tell you they are performing, and any fake no, not somebody who has seen a problem or bad solve. Fake in this and then me can say, me catch you, obi wo Benin, or a businessman, or koji interest, or koji loaner, interest at so is less than 6%. Obi wo Ghana or a businessman, or koji loan, not the aye juma, ibi ashwe ne busuya, interest at is more than 30%. Fake in this will be pretending to fight galamsey when in actual fact party executives na paya wabo bakudi aluta onu pe na yachi no Professor Fupon Boateng the report or the buy galamsey headquarters na Jubilee House according to a report that came only fake no. That is why this country is being destroyed and people pretend to say something is going on. Check the cost of living in Ghana because of inflation.
Kessben.
They are jubilating because inflation is 20-something percent. Jubilating. People having 5% inflation are fighting to bring it down because it is not a good thing. Look at cost of doing business, interest rates. Look at exchange rates. When the fundamentals are weak. Look at all these things. Well, some of the youth, they are happy to be unemployed so far as their party is in power. But most of the youth, they realize that moving forward, we pay solutions.
Okay.
And the solutions have been provided by Mr. Chamartin. We're showing a 10-point policy for youth empowerment now. How to make the youth leaders, how to make them entrepreneurs, how to create jobs for the youth. Because, I mean, if about 70% of those who will be voting this year, if our population, about 70% are youth, and we always say the future belongs to the youth, why should we have a situation where somebody will complete school? By 5-6 years, the person remains unemployed?
Okay.
So that is what is fake.
Okay.
And let me say this and I will end it. This year, today, it's exactly 1 year we formed the movement for change. When we started, they said Afafanto the lifespan and what? So we'll fizzle out before the elections. We are on the ballot, we are Asieho, and for the first time, Ghanaians are going to vote wisely for a leader who is competent, credible, who has integrity, who is, in fact, visionary.
Better I say,
who has done it before.
Just exactly 1 year ago, and I'm throw away on my Facebook wall. me de me time no ebe kan kakra bi na wa hu. Among the accounts, a butterfly is known as Afofanto and is seen as a deceitful creature. Do you really recall Kojoenchi's renowned song Afofanto? Kojoenchi talks about his love for a butterfly. A butterfly is a very beautiful insect. A butterfly has a short vitality. Her beauty tricked him. He trusted her beauty, her beautiful lady. She disappointed him. She's a heartbreaker. This mirrors the persona of Alan. You support him at your own risk.
You support Afrafanto at your own risk.
Because what is the future of Afrafanto after elections?
Oh, how?
What's the future?
It's a political.
Day one. It's not, so it's a movement. So it just a movement towards elections. After elections, what happens? Alan Chiramante is done with the politics in this country again. He has been a cabinet minister for 7 years. What is his contribution? So such a person, such a deceitful person comes to tell you, say, say, can you imagine this? Crazy Patrim. Uncle Ebo, crazy Patrim. Alan has been a member of cabinet for 7 years.
Is known to be a
liar. He's not greedy.
Google will tell you Bawumia is a liar.
He's a greedy man.
Google will tell you Bawumia is the biggest liar in Ghana. That can never be said about Mr. Alan Chamante.
Thank you.
He's a man of integrity, a man of credibility.
You had your time, please.
What credibility?
Yes, he has a credibility.
What credibility? Yes, someone who today, or elections, are called Lusunti, and say, is that a credible person?
Ghana and say, true galamsey.
Is that a credible person?
Ghana and say,
someone who will say, me can't make a party from 1992. Me did say a drew me so. Ghana for say there be, you're not credible. When you're MPP for say you're not credible.
Thieves.
You have not been. You have been part of the movement.
He has left the party of thieves. Because he's a man of credibility.
But he's a thief because he was part of those who
he left because he doesn't belong there.
You understand?
He does not belong there.
You are struggling to even belong. You are even struggling to belong.
Belong there.
You like this, and you not even get opportunity to be on radio.
Why?
Yes, because you were not a communicator. Who MPP? You can't even communicate for MPP. That man, no MPP. You can't even communicate for MPP. You had opportunity to communicate because yes.
Last 2016,
yes, that's true. That's true. But you are not a member of the communication. And Alana, you don't even have identity. I have an identity. Let me NDC. Let me Kasama NDC. Because in NDC, I broke through. In MPP, I've been able to break through. You. We say some non-entities in the Namho.
Yeah.
And yet, movement, there will never be opportunity to get opportunity to be on radio. You understand? It's all about training.
You know, sir.
You never have opportunity to even tell MPP.
I mean, those words.
So they make an say. Obi amino na.
I wish he knows.
What when you produce a year Juma,
I wish he knows me. I guess you know me.
Now Marco Drew said, why na enye host between you and the producer? But it will be back.
Last
I do me so.
Me no program.
Say wo subanye. Onye ni papa. It ye do ni mo anye. Wo so here say any ade didn't say. Can you imagine this?
Last Menuko program.
Deceitful individual.
You sitting there. You I will not forget that statement you made on your FM.
Yes, Uncle.
I say, he didn't
join the government. Because you see, government in your papa. You cannot sit in the government for 7 years and come and tell us that the government is bad. Can you imagine a cabinet minister for 7 years? A cabinet minister for 7 years. He MPP loses. He MPP free. Who is he?
When MPP loses, go back to NDC.
Come back to MPP.
You've been jumping ships.
Please.
So they make an say. They make an say. Your friend say, Honorable Ashama say, I didn't know. Just for camera. Honorable Ashama say, I didn't know for camera. Akoya Juma within the area. Abra also am I because they feel hurt. Se galamsey no yetimi to ase a NDC for onbehu amane pa because omo nenam fight galamsey no no so fight because former president Mahama say obi a yachi na yede na kwotu afiase bia for galamsey no obema na ba abesa yensuo no one nam ho ka kire om say mo ba ye beti gala. So these are the people enti na ma adwuma na wo ye no eye ne ya enu enti na ma omo ka say e wo say aban say na bidi kan ye no aban bia ni in the history of this country wa fight galamsey a chain a year aban way you so a year and say no ya the clear path Dr. Bawumia ba obetimi abeye no be aware for fanto there
Mr. Speaker
only lifespan
Mr. Speaker
obi who after elections obi who after elections
I want you get to know me. I inspired their majority leader.
You are never a member of the communication.
Let me tell you,
you had an opportunity to be on radio because Alexander
Mr. Speaker, after you've got to know me and I'm a boy.
He knew you. You were NPP. He was never anything in
NPP. He's a member of Movement for Change. He's joined us. Awa Mohammed is a member of the NPP's communication team.
Divorce
and then Honorable Daniel Kessben joined us. Mr. Speaker, this is what I will permit me. We don't want to see why. I'm sure that said, now, Mammy couldn't come over about Tampa for say, Embra. Now, many of our words and your Jumay Embra. Nanu ya. But your baby more of a chain of a man a crab. However, you are your name, Stone Boy, Ebe Jamie and Sadia. Why? Good morning, as you saying.
Bahana, Habana, Denny. But I'm not 9% them back.
Okay.
Into my bay. Said that in and no about Tampadia. Positive wage man, I'm here. And many uncle point to Mamma who a drew, Medibois Adasa. Posted the idea, and where do papa. Do no omu claim so mo ho aduro no ni ho aduro omu ni omu dwunso no mum na mo ho aduro but yes say project na betu ase de bibi no sa
okay
enti no say ya me am sa dum no na mentumi fa anhye me ho na menta ho twen say ni baba bra wo sa kwane so na de bia me ka say post start wa ati say de owudi ni de etuo asiw so peso wo shutu we de no obekun because idea the end result you start to between do 10 years between 8 years between 5 years still I know ebekun and this will be team 8 teams this year and make up it once a month only some team very well na we no to anamo the ten say post the idea I am member modi 40 years ekro modi 40 years ekro so the bia no hwe say obehwe post to ma hwe say it say na no kra no make say it say kra na do na behwe but ebe hospital akọ ho ayasabia bebre enso na still no mo sa problem no na start wa the dikan no ema odwunso pi anajo mama odwunso pi anajo eno call ekonwa nsusu so bi ni se omu a junso ne kan se opeso okojunso a odwunso a wama ho ya hana odwunso gu ho eno kro no a account na wama ho ya ha odwunso gu ho eno aso bema se junso ne kan no so ku janso odwunso a kwansi na untun junso eno na yesa ebetu ama uju ku janso odwunso no ebaba pressure ni odwunso na chi eba boko project na yesa post betu ama wadwunso boja ebetu ama wadwunso gu ho a wonim se junso dewo ebetu ama wadwunso wabrekwa wadwunso wie no a nka se samre no wodo be ma sha bohamu no behwe na junso asoso obahanu mu obetu ama wadwunso wie otise obeti se junso no bi san wom nti wunya junso cha ya junso wie anche bia na junso no san dewo na ama wadwunso very, very frequently ebetu ama usisi ayo ya ebetu ama mama sam asay bu friend erectile dysfunction obetu akosati bi enu mu na edidim da ko be sori no e ba say wo junso obekasa obejunso na junso ayi da aka wayase na no na amamo akọ hospital a de be ye bitu ya ma no say e di roba be say obemam amu ajunso afa obemam mu so e ba sape mama samai den esi untumi ko yiri oba ho bio na we aso kateta no kra no edidim because aso kateta no project na akofa asa o ha no bai no we chira eye kase ko na prostate nso honam akwa bia ye kese a anase hona ni susu aso ye ekuro eno ya na ye prostate cancer eye kuro sa kuro na di nipa no konse do no cancer na eba no na di nipa no konse do mpempi no wonya ekosati bi mu ekọ hospital edu edem a mu ye tamsulosin hydrochloride ana finasteride sa edu no eye edu a manage wudwunso no shinke prostate no ana so se nye prostate no adwuma manage wudwunso nti abra ogusu no madu ni nyina no na wudwunso prostate kasia na eye kọ nti ba wani no na aginsemu na no na meme nyanya madom nya adura shinke prostate na kasia makofa sansu so aba no shinke no ma santi bia wo mu nyina den efiri ho na no once the announcement and say kasia bona mbo nsesi ase so wo sati bi no mu a mentna ho e ma ne enkwa nimu saa sinso so makani na wu ba kokwa wa babu mu a to na mopo machi akwan okay wo ba mamu oduro amu akonum ama prostate na kasia no ahrenke the only edura minim say a single post because me abra me nya me call sati bi mu no minunum do bebre entumi antintam kusi se me kwanya me nya edura we enu me nya a single post to be sin that me call be bia mu ameto a me dwin post to sa so ba me nchen a bo so nya bo sati bi mu o pa na mo edura ma no ma single post na why e free and when ya show me kateta wo ba ya mo eduro mu no ma o mu no eduro na e be yi kateta na ma na ye ni pa ba ko na ma hwe mo sa kwan so ma hwe ni be me tie me ka say so obi tie mi a o sati bi mu a me sa me ni age say ma bo sa kwan so ana obi bi obi na obi ni junso aka na ya se e se mfa no hospital ma yan ko won en ko sen roba wo ba ma mo eduro mu anom wo no eduro no a junso na aka wa ya so no be sa ta junso but na so nya ba na fe na wasata mama odum na anu ma ashinke prostate ma wade ho enti se me ka se me ka prostate wa sama yese bia sebe papa so opa o ma so eye me enum de na mom me obibi papa bi ma obi o prostate de bia me ka se wote me ka wo 90% heal I saw prostate mu 10% ne se obetu na mo apam achi akwan because minim say do we ade a minister of health ag wo your health facilities ni mo Ghana ha ko bi no be shen catheter because ade mo eno no ma eshinke prostate no ma esinda dem ndade ntin be kosoro ma esho catheter ne say ebe cancers say bin sida enti ultimate cancer wo prostate home a man ha ho enko ba bia obi ho be fro no obe ye no be fro say doctor wojiri se we do no tumi support tampa me say wonjini se hunhum yade because any pan we chinchin akoko meme bebre nti osusu se wanu no ndua anja antentam no osusu se bia hunhum yade na ma ka chance ma fo hunhum yade edo na hunya ye edo ba ma wo ho ato na hunya ye nti wo bra baba no cherife no afra doctor medase pa no odamase nti saa so na so wo tibe mi se me kan wo bunu mo bia wo sa tibe ni mu se hu nipa se odamfo ana obi a wonim so sati be manfa in camino because the I tell you kase pa obi bit mama obi o yare prostate ni se obeche mechi akwan the greatest gift of between them obi o yare prostate pass the minim no obi obeche uche mechi akwan a wa born papa because prostate no ni ho duro se dem kan asase no eni ho saa ti se wo timi kan na wo prostate ha mu a pe mechi akwan enye dene me no manie 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 no kasua nyanya no kwan so baby di fifi prat last stop udru ho a udru kasua bisa se yencho nyanya station uko nyanya station wakasa ope fifi down taxi unsaka taxi na kechera ban so obi so batampa wusi wo abatampa junction so a efiri oba me ho be mit mensa pa ne woduru me ho etosu mi ne ya bie akwaba ya bie ni bi wo kumase ya kumase no ma pacho so wo kumase an so ne nkwa so a fa no ma we 0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 Mrs. Subio 0249 another 49 61 66 who Western region southern Western region who pebia phenoma way
0246
0246
04
04
34
34
58
58
0246
0246
06
06
sorry 04
04
34
34
58
58
0246
0246
04
04
34
34
58
58
ofra benye bi ho ena Kessben hey ayeti sesi ameka sei oba ha Mr. Francis owo ase ho upe bia won ye kokomemre circle Accra ene ni achimota poku ase upe bia oba ha oben bia to entinu mesre obi ase wo sa tibe ni mu a menye nitifo se bia metie usi kentina me pentina me tentia mu no eye omu a me pese me boa wo nti wutimi nka mentwetwe won ase yansafo ne to anamon papa chi akwan na wo ba ho beto
okay
ndomase
ofa me so be da ase ja be share ya ba be da wase na me fa se da ne bi ba Emma's Global Link Limited for pay wo mo adaroma Pacho wo mo aboaye pa na Emma's adaroma pacho kwantwe ho hyehyɛ nyina ode mofua ene wani je ho se obetu kwa abandone akoto awadisu ya so a student na say we your worker pacho professional person na person kotina brochi ekoye juma wo a search for job ma Emma's Global Link Limited for enye ho adwuma Emma visa acquisition ni nyina wo mbeboa ma onso atimi aka adope wo mo adaroma pacho we student na wo person koto awadisu ya so a wo mo ya applications ni nyina Adema na etibi aboa ba wonsa akade wo hwehwe adopesha wo kuma sene ne mpatemu abekwa asafo leba wo mo ne senator office no edin hwe ne mo enkra ha be hu wo mo ewo eye White Cross Junction weja aso abi road no acho from mo numbers here open na ni wo mo ni nko 0504 203401 0504 203401 after 0535 502499 na when the Emma's Global Link Limited for ni no pay but one bejo so pa I'm faster than be ma Emma's Connected Ghana Limited na Emma's Conforda Roba but your one more once papa bibria one more airtone sasia man so twe bia no anymore sasia pacho woto bia winya wasom kedi your project bia wo ye bia and person who cross kan kwa dia pacho you breaking it down the amount pa said ye bia wo so betimi ayasase wa na wo project esi wani so no watimi ye person wo tie me adwuma bia wo ye bia pacho monke kam ho na munye kuya hodo na monfa kwa ne enton sase papa enfa one plot here 70 by 100 half plot no a year 100 by 35 sase ni nyina wo chopoli na shane so se na wo twe ye wie ye de obeko for side seeing ko hwa sase no na ye ntwa wo de enfa ma Central University and a face Saglamia affordable housing project. And up will pay your office at Trapaya. There was Spinters Road, so community 18 Junction. I'll be here at one cry. I'll pay for your own 0553 840646 0553 840646 and after 0553 83
Chia Kessben T4 ne ahwefo nyina na makoso adamu ase ewa kwenya kese a mode ma ebre ne bra no said be educate public no na obi pese o make good financial decision bia na wetumi aye eninti yeda se Bayport savings and loans said they can kan no na Bank of Ghana my license a regulatory ejuma and for the past 21 years yaye ejuma bebre na nim say ban government workers loans there Bayport and yeko
and but no muguso ye
yeguso ye pa
mo ma ban adwuma ye for ni loans
muguso ye yes enti eno no ye ye sha se ye wo Ghana ha enti bibia no Bayport no ye sha da dikan na enkaifo na sua enti for the past 21 years bebre na nim say no pe ene ye but and then no na ye fixed deposit na nkrofo enya we say ye
okay
enti ende ye pese ye nkomodie no ejina fixed deposit na nko eso na ye kan fixed deposit a ni tie mu an se odi usika ebeto sika krabia emre bi a botai nyina ne se ubenya mfaso
Edi
efrim enti say wo de ba Bayport a na say wo do sika be to Bayport botai nyina ne say wo benya mfaso a breda ho enti ni bre no mu no ye wo 3 months ye wo 6 months and ye wo 1 year enti eno nye say u just ka to account mu asa da bi we no oni yen etena ase na ye yen hyehyai say ampa sika no pese wo de to ye ho 3 months mfaso ye de be ma wo say ujitu mu a na ya ya ma wo enti se 3 months ne wa ye was 6 months nso wa ye 1 year enti based on the open no na ya ya ne sa ma wo yes
very well na GDA nkrofo benya wo munti ana eho hia se nkomo we yetimi edipa nkrofo bebre na akoye investment ama wo musika akokem obi wo hokra na de nsusuye mu no ofri se wo diska ne beto ho a said the machine ne boss bosomi miensa ana ohia ne sika mo bede be ma no na mama no emfaso ade aka ho no ebedu ho na akwakoda ne bibe foforo assurance no eye den ya meni obi di nkomo no obisa me say sika no mogia investment kra mo de ye no eno nso hu hia because sika no koloke na ama na eno no chese customers no muntimi ntua wo muka ma me ma the opportunity na eho no kyeremu na GDA SSS fonya ewo mumu
yo me da se Mr. Speaker na de tie ne se obia waye investment pen bia ni sika ko kemu no oye extra careful eninti no mesre se obia waye investment pen ana afi na wo koye bi ubetie mi nkyire mu ya mede ba yie fi se ebeboa wo
okay
Bayport ye dwumadie kese a ye di ne ye government workers loans na ye no na I know ye de ma interest ewo loans ne so
okay
enti loan bia ye ma wo Bayport no interest ewo so enti interest na ewo loans ne so no enumu na ye nya mfaso di bitua mfaso a ya promise wo say wo de beto usika beto Bayport a obenya no eho na ye nya ye mfaso edi free pacho an ena obi say na se sika no de kobobosia na se ekokemu
nipa na ntumi entua bosia
nipa na ntumi entua ne sa anti no
Kessben
yen sika na ye de ma no ye de ma ba adwuma efo a omo salary fa controller and accountant general enti eno no ye free source
bosome ne so ya
ansa na kakra na aka no beto mo aketua omo bank account mu no ye de na ye yate efi yate dada enti ye nchi omo so say ye kwaji
mo ko obi abeji loan afi na mo koto ana kwaji mo sika
sa
muni baby mo beji efri
pacho an and ye be ye loan nso a ye check hwese wa ho odin ne ubi bia no said ya wo pese utua no o qualify ansa na ye enti ye be wie no ye nim say bosome no so
a wakatua no ye tibi kura na kakra beka ama wo de akofie
sa ye wo Bank of Ghana policy a guide ye say o mo bi loan ni kwan say traso bibria bosome be so be ko na account na say se kebie ni on ti there say caveat we don't go beyond
okay
and no na ya ye no for the past 21 years afenzu loan bia ya ma bia no insurance edaso enti yen kase bonimbra say nipa ni free mu kura na insurance na edaso ni enti no loan no bia wetu edu bia no insurance company ni tua
de ka ho
de eyi kan free ho
okay
you know in terms of assurance say sikane de
but the beka koye wrong investment no
debi ena yemfa bi so nkobo aban bo sia say ye bonds ana security bia eno na ya say ya na ya na
musro haircut
ye slow haircut ntino
Kessben
we have an established business loans ne kra no demand ewo ho no
omo beje na abayadwuma
for no every month bia che say there is always excess demand
for the loans
enti usika ne buy na yenso ye de ama loan say de be ya emfaso no ba na yenso yetumi etua
the more promise
promise no
and what it means and it's obi the bar investment are more rest assured. Interest be also more promises say more de be man on the fixed deposit more de be masa ni pan. Requirement ni ye na will be here to be able to be part of this.
Okay. Yen fixed deposit ni affordable. The first requirement ni say as I say usika opese ode ye no eduru 5,000 Ghana cedis. A free 5,000 wa qualify. Afe as I say wo Ghana card.
Okay.
Wo Ghana card the here say numbers ya display o screen no. You can call the numbers and I say maybe boy ya obetumi atro na wa friend once you have the minimum which is the 5,000 or 5,000 wa qualify or Ghana card and kwan so they are wa qualify and so these are the requirements and we are for individuals but more corporate entity say more jumakuo bi and now company and no ya beje mo certificate of registration
okay
and signatories are mo be person mo be use or more on their account na no so ye ni mo afa process ni ba omo nso ye be hia omo Ghana card.
Okay, that is the person some dom signatories in the mano. Okay,
yes.
My yemra the aspect of maturity stages,
Good.
A brand son says a semutu ni panica processes at the same say or the abeto ho bosumi and sa bosumi nsia and a feba kon na the time as said in saka sika. How do you go through the processes to ensure say on sabeka o sika back na phone numbers ne tudra?
Yo, me da say the TN say answer na
Kessben.
Ye investment ye no di hu komo ema ye hu se sika na so a obeje wa ade ana se eso a yenye rollover enti se
rollover na ye se mo ye de atoa so
ye de atoa so
okay eno no emfaso ni nyina ka ho
emfaso no ne sika tren na ode ba ni nyina ye de ka ho na ye no 91 days amount
okay
but say ye no di hu komo se no na ope a se nya no na ope na se so na obe hia osika da ya share say sika na be so no within 24 hours as I say you tua sika no to savings account na ye be bin kan bia ma we obey port no ye tua tu mu wi a se o pese o buy ho be withdrawal obetumi aba o pese o de o mobile money o transfer call mobile money nso a and also is possible.
Okay.
You can also transfer from your Bayport account to
Another
any third party account which is a bank.
Okay.
And also no is allowed. These are the options we have.
Okay. For numbers no etudwa na o de tudwa we amema 1 minute na ye dey wrap up na wabubo amount ni bi ene the rate of interest nipa ne de buy beba so e de amano. Enti number no any location no na yenko.
Pacho numbers I'll be to me any ye din kita ho. Either say obe free and obe WhatsApp en 0245 15 32 83 0245 15 32 83 and I say 026 300 79 22 026 300 79 22 yes entino me pese me bo amount ba ku mienu bi na me de enkomo no abewie enti prempren aye kasa yi over 5,000 and our person oh yeah no for 3 months and for so I'll be 286 cities.
I don't need a percentage ahead no.
And only a 23%
23%
yes
per annum. Okay.
Yes. And 6 months 6 months near 25% per annum.
Okay.
And only 623 and a 1 year near 26% which is 1,300 for 5,000
okay.
And in for so I'll be or 5,000 na at that Bayport for 1 year.
Kessben.
1,300, which is 26% of 5,000. Say upeje muko 20,000. Na uye 20,000 for 3 months and also at 23% per annum no. Ubenya 1,146 cities as emphasized on the 20,000. Uye no for 6 months and so emphasized ubenya 2,493 and as uye no for 1 year and so ubenya mfaso of 5,200 enti usika tene 20,000 ne da ho mfaso a wenya account ye 5,200 ye peje mu ko 50,000 50,000 we no for 1 year ubenya mfaso 13,000 cedis.
Okay.
Nti we seek a train no 1 year be so no now 50,000 abe 63,000.
Okay.
Edaho 6 months nso na opese oye na oye 6,232 cedis. And ebe abeka 50,000 3 months nso benya 2,867.
Okay.
Na ye no say uni Ghana ha bibi a wo hwe yin bia no urechi yen ofre yen na WhatsApp yen kwa dia we can help you sign on. Enti say oye credit union, say oye corporate entity, say oye ankrankre a wa ho odin be do 5,000. Say oye sorry, say mo ye union na akwanya no wo ho ma obia we nya government workers nkwa.
Okay.
Enti no
Kessben.
Numbers ni biom ye 0245 15 32 83 and I say 026 300 79 22.
And there is opportunity say Sesikane Swa money nipa ne negotiate interest.
But eno so nti eno no ye an added benefit ubenya
aside the dada.
Yes. So these are the standard rate but say all the amount udi scan bana emu dua eno de eno tena osin kunwa na fe ya hwe de ebeboa na ya yama.
All right. Manager